Maya Angelou she's an extraordinary woman, and she's all sorts of things. She's she's a singer, she's a dancer, she's a black activist, she's a wonderful writer, and above all else, I think she's an alchemist, because she has transformed the circumstances, the daunting circumstances of her beginnings in life into one of the most beautiful and magical books I have ever read, which is I Know Now Why the Caged Bird Sings. And her 2 following books have been eagerly awaited. The new one is just published, which is Singin' and Swingin' and Getting Merry Like Christmas. And I'm delighted to introduce Maya Angelou, and looking forward to hearing her reading from her work. Maya Angelou.
Thank you. Just a minute ago, I was signing some books, and there were 2 sound people standing to my left, to your right. And I suppose the question was asked, who's going to speak first? I'm the tallest, blackest female up here, and this is how I was described. That lady in the blue. She does not know her beauty. She thinks her brown body has no glory. If she could dance naked under palm trees and see her image in the river, she would know. But there are no palm trees on the street, and dishwater gives back no images. That's a poem written by a black male poet writing in the 30s. As a piece of poetry, it's perfect. Its lyricism is obvious. Its poetic structure is inarguable. But when you really look into the poem, you see that Mr. Cooney, Waring Cooney, used his genius to extract from a condition with which, alas, we're all too familiar, the essence of that condition. What happens when any human being in the world asks herself or himself, am I really worth it? Am I, me, Jenny, George, Frank, am I really, really worth it? Am I worth asking of my society the best it should, must, and can give me? Am I worth asking of my beloveds, my family, my tribe, my friends, my sex, the best they should, could, and must give me? And finally, am I worth asking of myself the very best I can do, almost all the time, to be ruthlessly present, ferociously present in every moment? Am I really worth it? I write autobiography. I use the first person singular. I hope I'm always talking about the third person plural. I write through the black experience. That's what I know. I'm talking about the human condition, what it is like to be a human being, what makes us laugh, smile, smirk, frown, scowl, stumble, fall, and rise again. What is it in us that makes every person in this room has at one time or other gone to bed with fear or loss or doubt or insecurity or maybe terror or pain? And each of us has awakened, arisen, made whatever ablutions we could or wanted to make, seen other human beings and said, "Morning, how are you?" "Fine, thanks, and you?" Now, that's amazing. It's so exciting to me that somewhere, I don't know where it abides, this thing, maybe in the kneecap, in the bend of the arm. But wherever it abides, therein lies our nobleness. Not nobility, I think it's a pompous word, but the nobleness of the human spirit, that we actually rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just 'cause I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness upset you? Don't take it so hard, just 'cause I laugh, as if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words. You can cut me with your lies. You can kill me with your hatefulness, but just like life, I'll rise. Does my sexiness offend you? Oh. Does it come as a surprise that I dance as if I have diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame I rise. Up from a past rooted in pain I rise. A black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling, bearing in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak miraculously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave. And so, okay. Now I'm going to read. I'll read for maybe 10 minutes. I tried to guess how long it would take. If I start reading very fast like that, it means that I think I'm running out of time. Tosh became such a regular in the store that his arrivals raised no eyebrows, and black customers even began saying hello to him, although he only nodded a response. He had been discharged from the Navy and found a job in an electrical